Psych. Psych. You thought you had 2 more minutes, didn't you?
Oh, man.
What's going on, everybody?
What's going on, Mike? We got a special guest today, everybody.
Yeah, so, hey, introduce yourself. Break yourself, fool.
I'm Maddie. I'm Mike's goddaughter. I'm just here today just to see how everything goes.
Guys, she's on her way to college.
Oh boy!
I was the 3rd person in the world to hold her when she was born, and she's about to leave for college. It is crazy how fast time goes by. Like
That is crazy, but cool. And congratulations! I can't talk. Obviously, I should go back to school.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's cool.
So, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today?
Yeah, we got some people in the chat.
Yeah, man. Oh, man, this is kind of cool, man. So who we got? Hold on. Let's see. Frank just joined in, too. So let's go. You want to do the rundown? I'll let Maddie do the rundown. So, Maddie, what you going to do? You going to read down each person. You ain't got to go twice because they ain't that special. I'm just playing with y'all. Y'all know y'all special. We love y'all. So just go over every person and we'll take and then we'll call them out.
Okay. So, hi, my family. Hi, streamer. Elements.
Oh no. She did it. She did it, Dad. You heard that? She did it. Stream Elements is just a robot. Okay, it's okay.
It's okay. We do it too.
You see that guy right there? That's him. So you.
I thought I read the top 2.
Okay. So
Benji Games 2, Parasite, Kitten, my family again, Frank D. Sorry.
And that's Feral Inferno.
Hi.
Chosen one, what's happening?
And then Andy
McDandy. So what's going on, everybody?
What's up?
Hey,
my volume's low. Maybe I'm
because you got to adjust the mic. Yeah,
quietly or something. That's probably better. Does that fix it? I got cat hairs everywhere.
So what's going on, everybody, man? You know, we just out here doing this thing. So the whole purpose of us doing this, we're not gonna have a very long show today. As you see, I'm with my goddaughter who's about to make me cry and leave and go to college. And her sister, mom, and dad, and my wife, we're all here doing some things, doing some end of summer things because they're actually moving. They've been living about 10 minutes away from me. And I introduced her mother and father together in high school.
That's adorable.
They end up getting married, and here we are. So,
but it's also kind of sad, huh? Because you guys,
they're moving over a whole nother state, so they're going to be moving about 2 hours away.
No, well, that's not too far. I mean,
it's not too far.
Live an hour and a half, so
yeah, so it's not.
It's doable. Maybe not every weekend.
What's up? So who's this? Oh, so Stock Jock, how you doing, sir?
What's up, Stock Jock?
What's up, Chosen? What Chosen say? Oh, congratulations, bro! Congratulations. You sound a little bit better.
Let's say I turned it up a little.
It sounds good. It sounds better now.
Maybe that was just a delay.
Oh, it might have been. Well, for all y'all who got kids just going to college, I ain't gonna let y'all know my baby boy is just turned what? He'll be 27 in a few months. So Yeah, we are way past college right now. He need to be getting a doctorate or something if he's still in school right now.
That's hilarious.
I'm not paying for no more school. But so
Huh.
yeah, so they're moving. So I thought she would join me right here since I was over at their house. We'd do it, but we got a couple cool things to talk about. I just mentioned something to Dan a minute ago. I know that we're not cool enough to be invited, but I thought it was something that was pretty doggone neat. So there's a content creator called Outrun the Sun. If you guys have been watching B Kong or Bobby Vu to Die For His channel or any of these other guys, some of these other guys, Moat, She Lion, he's called everybody out. So there's this thing called the Goonies Never.
Mike disappeared. Well, I'll take over. There's a little community thing going on called Goonies Never Die. That's all I know about it. And they call out people, and you have to mention a couple things that you like in the community. Or meow. I wonder why my microphone's still low. Oh, maybe it was just Mike, because Mike is using no headphones and his speakers, so maybe it makes me lower for some reason. I don't know, but yeah, it's okay. It's not a permanent thing. Mike is mobile today, so but yeah. So next weekend is Southern Fried Gaming, everybody. I don't want to steal the thunder. Goonies 2 on the NES was amazing. Do you have a stream on that?
Huh? Yeah, he has a stream. I didn't go to it yet. If you want me to, I can pull it up.
Oh.
I mean, but like I said, when we get invited, we'll do it.
Yep.
How about that?
Yeah.
But I just thought it was cool because the reason why I say that is because we try to be as positive as possible. Every once in a while, you can't help but some things to come through, what I'm saying, that are kind of negative because it just happens. That's life. But, for the most part, if you guys didn't know Goonies 2 on NES is amazing. Yeah, it was a dope game. Hey, you know what? It's actually kind of hard. It wasn't the easiest game in the world.
Yeah.
So Goonies was actually a pretty hard game. But
Nice.
You're right, Farrell. That was a pretty good game. But I thought the concept of just showing positivity and killing the negativity. I mean, like you said, life. The funny thing about life is you can't avoid negativity.
No,
it just happens. It's part of life. But
it is part of life.
If you try to, even if you get the negative, try to make a positive out of it, then you've done something else better.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I have no, and Kitten Lover for Life, I have no idea. It was just a suggestion because like everybody said my audio went back, and I troubleshoot stuff for a living. The only thing that changed is he disappeared. So that was all my logic. It probably is flawed. That's okay.
Are you talking about this right here? Oh yeah, so
that my mic shouldn't be affected by you not using headphones or whatever. So
no,
I think there was just a delay.
Yeah, I'm on Wi-Fi, but I'm on 5G, so it usually picks up pretty good. I'm actually going to be looking into that same situation. You say, what it says? P-Dubs dropped an image we wanted to surprise.
Oh, we wasn't supposed to. Well, what's that?
Oh, okay. What
is it? Nude? P-Dubs in the nude. I'm just kidding. That's awesome.
Oh, Outrun the Sun. Okay, yeah, nice. Man, hey, that's cool, man. He seems to be a good guy. I just subscribed to him. I've never actually seen of his content, but whenever people are positive, I tend to like join into that. Just because it creates good vibes. You know what I'm saying?
It does.
I agree. That's all. So for all you guys,
also a good name to have on you.
Yeah, Outrun the Sun. Hey, man, I love that name. So you guys joining in, this is my goddaughter. Yeah, this is Maddie.
Hi.
So. Don't be getting no crazy thoughts out there. It's just my baby now. It's my baby. Don't play.
Yeah, that's for the college people to have those when she leaves.
No. Please don't say that. Her dad is already freaking out. Her dad is freaking the F out. Bro.
Wait, focus on the schooling, not the sexy peoples.
You say he's a man of faith. We are. I know I am. I'm pretty sure me and Dan, we speak about faith a lot. Behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? We don't necessarily always bring that out forward. But I would think, in watching our content, you would know that we are men of faith. Also, we talk. We talk
try to be
each
positive.
Yeah, we talk to each other about things, and we tell, we pray for each other, and we hold each other's families up in prayer, and we try to make sure that everybody is good. I'm Stevie.
Hi, Steve.
What's up?
What's going on?
That's cool. This is like one
Hey.
of the. We have a lot of people here today. This is awesome.
Yeah, this is kind of cool.
You got to
Yeah,
join us all the time now. You're
Yeah.
bringing all the cool people.
Yeah, so Stevie's here. It's her other godfather, so that's her. You know what I'm saying? But hey, so she's getting ready to leave, Steve. You're ready to head to old college. So, but hey, so we're just here and we're gonna make this quick. So Ralph is asking how's everybody doing. We're gonna talk about what's happening this week. So something very, very cool is happening. You guys have heard us talk about what's going on this week for us, but it's going on, man. Southern Fried Gaming is here, baby.
That's right.
Ain't no more clocks, ain't no more timers. It is here, man. It's time to get on airplanes.
You're about
and
to see Endless One Up in the sweatiest state that he's ever been. Because it's gonna be a warm one, everybody.
Yeah. Okay, so just So Dan, I'm gonna say like this. So if you guys haven't noticed, for anybody who's coming to Atlanta, Retro Ralph actually finally posted up about his movie. He has a movie that is coming out, and tickets are for sale. If you're coming to Atlanta, understand it's a very small screening. It's only about 75 to 100 people, so you have to pre-purchase your tickets in advance, or the tickets will be limited at the door.
Oh, Mike disappeared again. It's the magical Mike disappearing show. Oh, that's funny. Let's go back to Parasite Eve's comment here. We'll get Maddie to see if she... I don't think that Maddie wants to do YouTube content, but she could. She seems like she is a pro already. Has anyone seen Oppenheimer? Everyone says it's a cool movie. You know... I don't know if I'll wait for that to come out and watch it in my house because it's a movie about the atomic bomb, and I don't know. I don't think things that blow up the place that I live is a good thing, but whatever. It's probably a good movie. It's made by a director that's pretty seasoned and does some pretty cool stuff, so that's really neat. Speaking of movies, I watched a crazy movie on Netflix the other day.
So are we dropping out?
Yeah, you kept dropping out.
So it's us that's dropping out. Okay, so we're talking, and I thought it was you that's dropping out, but it's us that's dropping out.
Yeah, it's you.
I'm sorry.
Okay. No, I keep it going. I talked about Oppenheimer movie and how I'll wait till it's going to come out. I'd actually see the Barbie movie in the theater before I saw Oppenheimer.
Dude, can I tell you something? Y'all gonna laugh at me, man, but for real, like, I want to see the Barbie movie. I don't, because
I think it looks weird and hilarious.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I think it's an anti-Barbie movie. So I think that Mattel, no offense to anybody, but like most people in the world today, I think they made a Barbie movie for the woke community, and you can't pay for this. This is gonna be interesting. Like, Barbie is. From my understanding, Barbie's gonna realize that she's perfect, but she's becoming unperfect the more she's around more regular people, and that she has flaws, and people are regular, like, not to put yourself up against an image of Barbie. And I think that for them to bring out that content in a kind of a wokish movie is actually gonna be something to see. I just think it's gonna be dope. Because Barbie is forever been the epitome of perfection, right?
No.
Well,
I don't know.
Supposedly.
My kids at an early age, they had a couple Barbies, and I dated some girl, and my kids still bring it up to this day, and they're adults now. And they're like, remember that time that she ripped the Barbie's head off, and then we went and ripped more Barbie's heads off? Yeah, I was like, what? So my kids, their memory of Barbie is this girl I dated, was like, did you know their heads pop off? And so my kids started popping the Barbie's heads off. And I was like, oh, that's a bad influence. Well, see, I did not marry that lady, so I dated her. But my kids to this day still mention that.
So we always talk about what we got on. So right here, I'm drinking an ATL cider.
Nice.
So
Oh, that's what I had last night with some cider, and they were like 8% volume by the can, and I had too many.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see if I gotta find this app, man. Because what I want to do is I want to talk to some people about some events that are coming up to Southern Fried Gaming, and I have the calendar. There it is. It's in here. So we have the calendar for the events that are coming up. So this will give you guys a kind of a breakdown of what's going to be happening at the
Southern Fried
at Southern Fried Gaming. So of course, so we got a couple of days. So on Friday, doors are going to be opening up at 3 p.m. So they don't open up to 3 in the afternoon. They're going to be there's going to be a band. There's going to be a band playing live. It's called Artemis. And they're going to be doing ascots and I don't know what that word is.
Ascots, like the thing that like
ascot and Brayton. That's weird.
Ascots
right?
are like those weird fluffy things.
I mean, I know what
like,
ascots are.
I was like, but why do they have those? I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't know what the other word is. I was tripping. I was like, I don't know what maybe you guys can help me out. I'm a little slow on that one.
Oh, you're fine.
Brayton, ascots and Brayton.
I don't know.
What is Brayton? I don't know.
I don't know.
Hey, can you do me a favor?
Chat will know.
You'll handle the chat for me. You'll handle the post for the chat while I'm reading this stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So and at 3 o'clock you also get free to play. So the game Cobb Halls, CMB, which are the large halls, they're adding. It looks like they're adding a second hall this year. So they're adding a second hall. Usually we just had Hall C. So, but if they're doing a free to play in 2 halls, that means they're opening up 2 halls. So that's something we haven't talked about. It's kind of cool.
No, I should have.
Hey,
go
Dan,
alone to see the bar. Yeah, I can hear you. I was just thinking about the Barbie movie, going alone to watch it.
No, don't go alone to watch the Barbie movie. That's creepy.
What if I wore all pink? Would it be less creepy?
No.
Okay.
You think it'd be less creepy?
Oh, Yingling. I like some Yingling. That's a Pennsylvania beer right there.
So then they have indie games showcase. All this stuff is at 3 o'clock. So all this stuff opens up at the same time in the Vintage Computer Festival. Now the Vintage Computer Festival is actually really, really cool. So they have a whole hall where people bring in like the old Tandies, Apples, Apple IIs.
Nice.
Like you name it, they have it. The the old IBMs. So you can see a lot of Oregon Trail going on.
No.
and a lot of Snake going on. So
lots of computers going. Cool.
Yeah. And they also have a console room. So there's some crazy consoles out there. There's some consoles out there.
Yeah, there's probably gonna be stuff I've never seen.
I didn't know. So if you look at some of our video from last year, the year before, Ralph, there was a home version console for Atari of a game that was only an arcade game. It was a motorcycle game where you had to jump over a ramp or a ditch, and every time you did it, you had to time it in the you just keep going further and further and further until you missed or whatever.
That was one of my favorite arcade games. Was the ones with the little motorcycle things you get to pop up like that. Yeah,
and it was actually pretty cool. So Dan, you will love this. That's why I said we got to get the app for you. So at 4 o'clock, they have miniature painting. So you get a chance to pick a miniature. So they have just like a dragon.
Yeah, like I got my Beholder shirt on.
See? So you get to paint your miniature and you get to take your miniature with you. So that's cool. Kind of cool. Let's see what else comes up. Indie cluster, game developers. So for all you guys that are budding game developers, they're gonna have they have these forums too where you have these halls where people come in and talk, and they actually have live talks to people that want to are into the broadcasting, old school games, pinball, whatever. So they're gonna have these halls, and they're gonna have enough seats for people to do it. You can videotape it, or you can. Some of them are going to be broadcasting live also, so you guys will be able to see that. So let's see, Southern State. Okay, and now we're getting into the good stuff. At 6 p.m. is where we get Southern State's Pro Wrestling.
Nice.
It's a hoop. It's absolutely amazing.
That's when we're going to get giant sweaty men thrown on us in the crowd.
Yo, they come out and they really participate. With
I
the
know.
crowd,
It's
man.
wrestling
I
is
love
the
it,
most
dude.
entertaining thing ever.
We was in there slapping on the ring last time. It was
That's awesome.
man. So they have
I'm excited.
then they have at 7 o'clock they have live Kickstarter launch for historic from a historic computer. I don't know. So it looks like it's a Kickstarter launch of historic computer. I don't know what that is, but somebody's doing the Kickstarter, and it will be there.
Nice.
All right. I'm gonna finish out this one. We'll talk a little bit. What else? Pros and cons, nostalgia. I'll recharge the pros and cons. I don't, you can't even have that conversation because there's no way to really talk about the pros and cons of nostalgia in gaming. I mean, because there's so many different types of games and so many different genres and so many different games, and you can't even really consider what's nostalgia because you have at this point you have almost what? So we're gonna say mid 60s, 70s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. So you almost got 50 years of gaming that you have to be able to divvy up into those categories. So that's kind of weird. That's kind of, to me, that's a kind of hard one to be in. Now, if you want to say what's the best era of gaming, then we can have a fight.
Right? And that's a good. That would be a good episode. Like, try to figure out what we think the best, and it would be obviously opinionated. It's not like the be all says all answer, but
yeah. Then they got.
Yeah, that'd be.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm excited about what you said.
That's cool. I think we can do that. So then they have at 8, they have becoming an operator, which is another thing. Becoming a pinball operator. I think they're really more saying like repairs and doing all that stuff, or owning a pinball machine and what you would go through. Because we actually had a really cool talk last year for people that were really getting into pinball. And it was a lot of local people, and for all you guys that are coming through. Dan's going to see this. They have a hall of pinball machines, and all the new pinball machines will be there, including, guess what? What you want?
Venom.
It will be there. There probably going to be at least 4 or 5 Venom tables there that you'll be able to play. Maybe more than that, because I think when not Godzilla, but what came out from Stern? It was when Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian.
When Mandalorian came out, they had about 8.
Yeah, but that's a pretty big IP. Venom's pretty big, so maybe they'll have 6 of them. Yeah. Shotgun Sean.
What's up, Sean? What's going on?
Cheers and puff puff pass.
Go ahead. So my other goddaughter is right here behind the screen, and she's asking for a napkin. So don't look at us like we're crazy. We're not talking to ghosts.
I'm super excited, man. I'm just gonna be playing so much pinball, and I want to try Venom because it might be the first pinball that I buy, but I'm not going to buy it right away. I'd probably wait a year or to 6 months, and hopefully it doesn't sell out, and then maybe snatch it up because I got to save some pennies. $10 grand. You know what I could do for 10 grand though? That's why I'm like, I don't know if my wife's going to agree with this.
Is that we talked about it. So the pricing on this Venom cap is anywhere between like $9,000 to
I thought it was like
$15,000.
Yep. Or I thought it was 7 to 15, but
it
might be 8. It might be 8, but yeah. Even the Pro, I thought most Pros are 6,995 or something, but I think that one is 7. Maybe it's close to the 8,000. I don't know. I'd have to look it up, but I have to save the money to be able to buy something like that. But I don't know if I will because if I have 10 grand cash. If you don't,
I will say this. I'm gonna tell you, I generally wouldn't do this, but I'm not. Hold on. I generally wouldn't say don't or do this if it wasn't for something as nice as this. But if you don't have a lot of overhead, I'm not saying you particularly. Like if you are the person, anybody that's watching this, if you don't have a large overhead of bills coming out, like if you have bills, but you're able still to put money back and you're comfortable, and you wanted to get into a pinball machine or something like this, I don't think that doing the sizzle or like the finance option for one of these pinball machines is bad. I think because I just don't see it being any less valuable than what you're going to pay for.
Yeah, if you can get like a year no interest, like that's pretty good. So yeah, that's not bad. I just don't like. Because when I was this is going to sound so silly dramatic, but when I was a full-time single parent, I put a lot of money on a credit card to be able to have my kids be able to get the stuff that I want them to have. So, you know, they had a good life. I remember wanting something and not being able to get it, you know, so I tried to avoid that. But it took me to like 3 years ago to pay that off.
Yeah,
so
dude,
it was like 18 years of paying that crap down. So
dude,
be careful using credit cards, people.
Yeah, I saw something the other day that came up, and I wanted to buy it because I've been actually waiting on it, and I literally got to the point where I put it in the cart, and all I had to do was pay for it. And I'm sitting there looking at my wife, and I'm thinking about some stuff that we're doing, and we're talking about just being a little bit more responsible and paying some other stuff off. So I was like, you know what? I took it out. I was like, if it's meant for me, it's not going nowhere. And what Sean say, 10 grand is what? A bit much?
Motorcycle-y once, which that's kind of what I was thinking. Like, I wouldn't mind buying a dirt bike and a quad, and I could buy both of those things for 10 grand. They're not going to be brand new. But I don't
you know what's crazy? I was just telling her dad that I've been looking at me and my wife been looking at getting a side by side.
Those things are so freaking cool, man.
So I've been looking at this is a company. They're like the third or fourth largest company now in the United States selling this called CF Moto. I don't know if anybody's ever looked into them.
CF Moto, that sounds familiar, but I don't know.
They're pretty, and you can get into a side by side, maybe like a 2021 or 2022. For around high 10s to 12s, and you in the comparable 1000 model, like R turbo model, for that one is about 20 grand from Razor or something like that, from Polaris or something. So I mean, once again, you have to really, really want the pinball machine to pay $10,000 for it, or $15,000 if you want the limited edition.
Yeah, which is at that point, I think you're just buying it because you can. Right? Because the Pro and limited edition are like one just says LE on it and it's numbered, because they only make so many of them.
So,
but
I don't know. So, but
I don't know. I tried not to.
We were talking about Southern Fried. So let's say one more thing. So, literally, the only difference between Saturday and Friday is it starts a lot earlier. It starts at like 10 in the morning, and there are going to be tournaments on Saturday. So, I am registered for a Mario Kart tournament. I suck, but I'm gonna play.
It's still gonna be fun, and I'm gonna film him getting his butt kicked. He's gonna be like, Rainbow Road! Ah!
Yeah, I'm gonna be all trying. I'm gonna be trying. So, and I'm gonna be playing her later on, so she thinks she's the hot potato.
I bet you she whoops your butt. You gotta let us know.
I'm pretty good, man.
Well, I know you're pretty good, but I know that, like, she's a little younger. No offense, Mike.
Her
reaction's a little quicker.
I'm like, oh, snap, did that just happen?
She's like Rainbow Road. She'll be skidding around it, and you're like flying. Oh.
It's just going to knock me off and be on the edge, like drifting the edge, like,
boop, boop.
Will fall off. It's like, yeah.
Oh, Inferno has a good question for Maddie. What's your favorite game?
What is your favorite game?
Okay. Mine's more of like I like the early 2000 horror game.
It's your platform. You tell the world what your favorite game is.
So mine has to be probably Silent Hill. I like how the graphics were made. I love early 2000s graphics the most, in my opinion, especially for like PCs. Well, of course you can't get that on console yet, but
don't say that because we have ways around that.
I know. But I definitely will say that's probably my favorite. But if I wanted to do a more console game that you can actually play on a console, it'll probably have to be The Last Guardian. I like more story-based games than anything.
Oh, what was it? Last what? Lost or what?
The Last Guardian.
The Last Guardian.
Oh, that game is like cinematic as heck.
It's so pretty. They did such a great job making it. And I feel like it didn't get the hype it deserved.
I agree with that 100%. When I think of like iconic, like epic video game looking scenes, I think of that game. Because like there's a lot of cool stuff in that game. And
you could tell that it was more of a passion project than anything.
Yeah, than just to push it out.
I feel like the majority of games aren't. I feel like not a lot of like programmers don't put as much passion in it because the majority of the stuff nowadays is more rush based. When you get this out, this out, this out, this out.
Yeah.
But in the early 2000s,
they're suffering for it too by pushing these games out right now.
Yeah, they are.
But in the early 2000s, there was more passion projects. Like I like looking at like the old, like there's one game I would like watch the guy run through it. It's like really bad, like old horror game, but he was like the dude that made it for like 5 years making it, and he did like
What was it?
I don't remember the name. That's the problem, but I just remember watching it. It was like a 2-hour long video, so.
Okay, so you see, her dad doesn't play video games. I'm going to tell you this: he sucks. He is horrible. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just letting you know.
He's gonna come in the room and give you noogies. Like,
no, he's not, because he know he sucks. If they're downstairs watching this on the iPad or on the phone, he know he sucks.
Sorry.
I beat him at Mortal Kombat 3 times.
How the world did you beat your dad at Mortal Kombat? That's his era. God, we used to go to me and your dad.
It wasn't like a lucky chance thing. It was like 3 times in a row.
You know, me and him actually used to go to the arcade and play that game together.
Because he tried to hype himself up. He was like, "Man, I had years experience. First game."
Pow.
Well, I've done that to my kids, and they whoop my butt in fighting games too. I'm like, what? Like even Tekken, and I know how to use the character.
Yeah, Morgan beats me at Marvel vs. Capcom. Yeah, she does. I can't believe it, man. My other niece, man, she's 13, man. She's about to be 14, and she can play though, man. These girls, man, they can play. That's why, like, if you guys, you heard me talk about my girls coding stuff and my E-League stuff. Like, I'm gonna put together a co-ed team, but I literally want to put together a kick-ass girl team. I really do.
That'd be cool.
And I don't want them to play against girls. I want them to play against everybody.
Yeah. Well, you know what's cool about, like, you were talking about passion projects and stuff, and I think that a lot of, like, anything that's creative, I think smaller teams do a better job than large teams. Because, like, I know kids that, like, go to school for game design, and they love what they do, but they're, like, focused on one part of the department. Like, oh, they're going to design all the, like, clothing that goes on that's the skin for the character, and then somebody else like did the gridding for the character, and then somebody else did the rigging and stuff or whatever. So it's very niche now. It's like,
oh, look who's in the chat. So they're downstairs watching us. That's your auntie. She's watching us. Hey. Yeah, if you're down there, Alan, you're horrible at video games, and we can both prove it.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody, my family, his daughter is going to be like, I don't even know how to put this, but she's going to be Nintendo rich when she gets older. Because he's been like stashing stuff for her for a long time, which is really cool. Like, what a cool idea, you know, smart thing to do and stuff.
Yeah, I love the Xenoblade Chronicles. It's funny you mentioned that, Parasite, because if we're going to go down the line, since we might as well, because she can go by. So I love the Xenoblade Chronicles myself also. So
it was cool. I only played the first one, though.
But I'm going to tell you.
Still in it.
What is that? You said golf cart?
Yeah.
Okay. So the game that I love that everybody always seems to forget, man, and it was a passion. And I remember when they were developing this game, and when I say it, you're gonna be like, oh, Mike, everybody has it. It's sold 1 billion trillion copies and all this other stuff. But man, I love Cuphead. That is one of the hardest things on the planet. The whole reason why it's funny when I got my AtGames Legends, right? My whole purpose really, even though I knew I could run my whole build that I got, Moat, if you're watching, it's coming to you. I promise. Like I told you, it's coming. I'm sending Moat a copy of my build.
Nice.
My 3 terabyte build. It's been in the dust for a long time. I did no upgrades. It's old, but it works.
Nice.
So
hey, if it works, but don't fix it.
Yeah, he got a Vulix.
Oh.
Yeah, he got a Vulix cap today, so it came in from I think UPS or something like that. So he's got his Vulix, so he wants the hard drive to be able to plug into the Vulix. So that's gonna be dope. I actually looked at the price of Vulixes today. I think I can probably get into a Vulix for around $1,200 to $1,500 if I wanted one. So, but I would have to wait for the delivery. I probably wouldn't get it to around September, not October, September. I mean, but it's worth the wait.
I hate waiting for stuff, though.
Yeah, but that stuff is coming from Japan. It's coming from China and stuff. Man.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that it even gets here is still pretty cool.
If you want to buy one here in the United States, they're about $3,000, dude. It's
What
there like
the
that.
fudgety fudge?
Yeah, because you're gonna pay for that shipping that somebody already waited for. Because they buying 20.
Yeah.
And they go charge you for it. But
that's not a bad
I love Cuphead.
job. Like if you want a side gig, you can go buy a bunch of crap like that and then resell it in the US for more.
You better be happy, hoping that somebody want it. Don't gamble on something nobody don't want.
Oh, so I've gambled on things that did not pay out. Like
iiRcade?
No, but I'm pumped. No. What did I buy? I bought.
That was my gamble.
No, I can't think now because that was funny. I don't remember. Oh, so they were the PSP Star Wars themed ones, and I had like 3 of them, and nobody would buy them from me. Nobody. And then I ended up selling them for like the exact same price I paid for them. But now those are worth money.
Yeah, they're worth stupid money now.
Yeah, the PSP Star Wars one is.
I just have my ice PSPs. I have my blue ice and my white ice PSPs. And my white ice one is hacked. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I hacked it.
Yeah. So it's really not that much of a. I can go buy this right now for $216.
I'm gonna give her my white ice PSP so she can take it to college with her.
Huh.
I'm not gonna play it. I play my Steam Deck so she can play it.
That'd be a good little device to hand off because there's a lot of stuff you can do with it. Oh, pizza's ready. It's time for you probably to wrap up, buddy.
Oh man, whatever.
We're 40 minutes in though, so we should.
We're a little bit long.
But we just want to tell you we're gonna be here next week. Tune in. We're gonna have lots of fun.
So we're gonna be putting out some thumbnails, guys. So check this out. They're gonna be coming as community posts. So you got to be watching out for the community posts so that you guys will know because we're going to be live. We're going to be live broadcasting from this place. So, we're
going to get all those wrestlers flying over our heads.
Wrestlers. Hey, That's awesome. Guys, join us. We're going to have a good time. Me and Dan's going to be getting together. I got a gift for you today that you're going to get when you get here, man. And we're going to have a great time, Everybody's coming into Atlanta for this event, man, and I'm praying that it goes off without a hitch. Maybe we catch some pinball machines that we've been looking for, at a good discount. I'm not really necessarily trying to get the brand new, but if I can find me like saying maybe a Medieval Madness or
cool.
Monsters or something like that, or even my Freddy Krueger that I have to leave in the basement. Maybe in the basement's not a good place for that thing, but
well, you know what? I might maybe that would be the smarter way to go is just buy a used one for like $2,000 and see if I want to own one.
A pinball machine.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I think is
they are work.
Yeah. If you get if I would have bought either that Freddy Krueger or the F-14, the F-14s have actually taken off. So it was some people like that F-14 was I think about $1,200 or $1,100. In the last F-14 I seen that was in the condition of the one I saw the other day was around $3,000.
Oh wow. Yeah, most of the stuff does go up in price. You should definitely come visit Ralphie. Atlanta's a nice city. It's warm. But
very.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's humid. We're about to go back outside by their pool under the deck, and it is.
Yeah, but you guys have acclimated to it. Where when I get there, you're gonna be like, Dan, are you dying?
Listen, you cannot get acclimated to this, dude. He just left the store a little while ago, and I saw some kids her age walk into the store in sweatsuits, and I said they're going to die. The only thing that's saving their life is the fact that they're young.
Yeah, right. Sweatsuits. Oh my God, that made me warm thinking about it.
Dude, it's 100 degrees here, and they're walking around in sweatsuits, dog. It's literally a dude walking around in a sweatsuit next to a girl in a crop top and some dukes. I mean, she's hot, and he's about to burst into flames.
Well, maybe that's why she hangs out with him because he's so hot. But
hot to the touch.
Yep. That's pretty cool.
Guys.
Riverside, Cali. That sounds like a fun place, though.
Oh,
too.
Yeah, man.
It's probably pretty warm
I'm
there.
Cali in a little while, too. So, what's up, Polo? What's going on, man?
Yeah, hey, Hollywood Polo. And thanks for coming, everybody. Let's run down everybody real quick here before
hold on. Polo, it hasn't happened yet. It's coming up this week. You run it down. You guys talk.
Yeah,
My
so
son's
we're
calling.
gonna next week coming up next weekend is when we're gonna be at Southern Fried Gaming, and we're gonna have live shows and all kinds of stuff. So it'll be cool. And do you want to go ahead, Maddie, and say thanks to everybody for joining? You can just start it kind of at the bottom. If you miss anybody, I'll get them. Don't worry.
Alrighty. Thank you, Ralphie. Thank you, Parasite. Thank you, Ferno. Thank you, Polo. Thank you, my family. Thank you,
Beautiful one.
beautiful one.
She don't count. She don't count.
Thank you, Andy. Keep
going.
Yeah.
You got it.
Got console fanboy.
Console fanboy. And then
You're breaking up.
Shotgun.
I think you got that. Might be everybody though. Kitten lover
Kitten Lover.
and Frank D.
And Frank D. I think that's it.
I
Yeah.
think you're right. I think we got them all.
Thank you, everyone.
Oh, and Steve Rodriguez I saw in there.
Oh yeah, Chosen and Steve.
And Stock Jock.
Hello, let's see.
And
Stock
Chosen.
Jock.
We're missing all kinds of people. That was my fault. I was like, we got them all. We definitely didn't. That was my fault.
So Kitten Lover. What's going on, Kitten Lover? Thank you for coming by. Frank D. Let's see. So we got Shotgun. My family. I'm going to the top right now. So let's see. Benji.
Oh, Benji. We almost missed Benji.
Yeah, Benji. Thank you for coming by, Benji.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Let's see who else is on. Steve, Stock Jock. We did those.
Yeah.
Console.
Oh,
Console.
Constorm Entertainment.
Yeah, Constorm Entertainment came through. Let's see.
We appreciate y'all.
I think that's about it.
I think you got them. Maddie and you, I think got them all.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you. Thank you for joining us, Maddie.
Yeah, that was awesome. It was nice to have somebody else here. You know, I mean, Mike's a handsome guy, but it's nice to look at somebody else.
Man, these two old dudes, man, we ain't got nothing going on. It's good to have some beauty.
That's right.
The ranks every once in a while.
That's right.
So, guys,
we appreciate everybody and you, Maddie. Thank you for joining and being his co-host today. That was really fun.
Thank you for having me.
All right, guys. So you know how we say it. Hey, man, you could be anywhere in the world and you could be with anybody, but you're right here with us. So we love you and we thank you for it. You know what I'm saying? So thank you so much for coming by. And, we're going to leave you with that. And then we're going to see you soon.
Yep. Next weekend, everybody.
Oh, wow. Okay, hold on. Where is it? What? Okay. I think I'm stuck. And, okay, that's where it goes. And we're going to do this right here.